2, 1. Oh, fuck.
What?
I failed the fight, so I accidentally skipped the cutscene. Because I
What?
failed the first time I tried.
Oh no.
And I failed several times, so I accidentally cut, and I didn't record Dark Soul. So Dark Soul just gives an evil speech about how he's going to revive Dark Dragon, and he sacrifices himself, even though he's mortally wounded, and his blood or whatever brings back the dragon, and then they show up no longer transparent. So that's all you missed. But I'm sorry I cut it out. I didn't think about that.
It's ruined. The whole playthrough is ruined. You gotta restart the whole thing. Let's go back to part 1.
Because I cut the fight too early, or I cut the last one way too early.
Huh.
I should have cut it after he gave the speech.
Oh well. Let's just get it over with.
Yeah, I mean, we would have talked through the dialogue anyway. And fuck, I got poisoned. This is actually really bad. I have no way to cure poison.
Goodbye, Domingo.
Domingo is dead. I mean, he's not dead yet, but
very, very slowly you'll be gone.
It's gonna be hard to keep him healed when he's losing 10% of his health or 8% of his health to magic or to poison every turn.
So I had a thought. You know how you use an item, and it has a chance of cracking, and then if you use it one more time, it breaks, and you no longer can use the item.
Yes.
Can you repair it after it cracks?
Yeah, you repair it after it cracks.
Breaks.
No, after it breaks, it just vanishes from your inventory, so you have to pay attention to that.
Can your Chaos Breaker crack if you use it too many times?
No, it'll never crack.
Bummer.
But like the White Ring will.
That would be a bummer. Lose your Sword of Evil's Bane and all that right at the final fight.
So, the basic strategy for this fight, these blue dragons are never going to stop as far as I know. They are just always going to be spawning, and they are never going to stop. So you want to get your 2 healers, which I hope you brought. You should probably bring 2 healers. Get them both on the squares, because they can still use their showers of cure from anywhere on the field. And if you're Tarasu and you have Aura 4, you don't need to be anywhere close to anyone. So do that, because the blue dragons will keep respawning. And then I would recommend splitting into 2 groups like I do here, because you have to kill all 3 of these heads. They all have separate health bars, and I would recommend taking on 2 heads at once, just to make sure that you have everyone available to take on the 3rd head in the middle, which is the strongest and has the most annoying magic. Storm 2, which is like Bolt 6, so you can afford to split your party for the first part, but not the second part. You take on all 3 heads at the same time in the remake because it's so easy.
No, this is actually like the very first fight where I start to have a little bit, where I have to start thinking a little bit. But no, yeah, I target the side heads first, because the front head can't do anything. Kill those both, and I'm trying to think. I think it can revive. I can think it can revive if you leave them alone for too long or something like that.
Can they?
I want to say.
That would be really bad.
I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but does each head have the same health, or does the center one have?
The center one has more health. So that's why I leave it for last. And the reason that you can attack 2 at once is you can only get so many guys around the head anyway, and in this they're casting very, very powerful area of effect magic, so it's actually to your benefit to not have like 12 guys around one head, because he will hit all 12 guys with the magic, and you don't want that.
Yeah, you can only attack the on the sides. You can only attack the front and each side of the head, and then the head in front you can attack from the sides and front. So
if you've got flying guys, you can get around behind his head, but if you don't have flying guys, you can't. As you can see, Lyle can't walk over there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I never really glanced at the back of the Dark Dragon. It's kind of gross. His little gross body.
So if the Dark Dragon was stuck in this carpet, why was he such a big threat?
I don't know. Maybe that was the sealing magic they performed.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be like partially revived or continuing to revive, and he can't move yet, so you have to finish him off now. But still, kind of funny because he appears to be stuck in this carpet, and very gross looking.
Yeah, pretty fleshy.
But
Pretty
we just
fucking
finished
bad.
off the blue dragons, and I got my healers onto the respawn points right away. The reason I was failing this fight the first few times I tried is because I was not taking the spawn points seriously, and I was not getting my healers on them. That's the other reason to split the party. The first time I tried this fight, I was like, oh, I'll just take on one head at a time, because that makes way more sense. But then the blue dragon that I did not, hug the spawn point for was coming after me and fucking me up. Because we're about to see how much damage one of these dragons can do.
Christ.
Yeah, so they're doing reliably 40 damage with a huge area of effect spell, which means you're going to having to cast Aura 4 basically every time that one of your healers is up. And you can't afford to have the blue dragon like coming over and then doing like 30 more damage to a guy who's already weakened. So do what I do in this part and make sure you get your butts on the square.
Yeah, in the original fight, it's instead of blue dragons, it's those big skeletons.
Yep. Oh, this one does 50 damage. My mistake. This guy's even more of a jerk.
God damn. Yeah, I wonder why they had skeletons in the first place. Because the dragons, that makes sense.
Yeah, the blue dragons make way more sense.
If we're thinking they're offspring or just dragons defending dragons, that's fine. But
and
skeletons.
I want to say in the remake, only the middle head has a giant demon blaze. Like, he has the same area of effect on his magic that they do in this challenge mod, but he's the only one who can cast the demon blaze. And the other two heads just kind of have like powerful physical attacks, but that's no problem when they're only single target.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember what they do. I just remember it being heavy hitting no matter what.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm trying to move Lyle so he doesn't get caught in the AoE. But there's not much you can do about your melee fighters. They will be getting caught in this AoE.
Just doing a little chip healing there.
Yep, but fine cracks appeared in the white ring, so if I use it one more time, it'll blow up. Or disintegrate or whatever.
Damn.
So, can't use it anymore.
You'll kind of run out eventually, I guess.
Yeah.
How many attempts did this fight take?
This is probably the fifth attempt, but some of the attempts were very quick. As in, my hero got killed like 3 minutes into the fight, so I was just like, well. The longest fail was 20 minutes long, and my hero got killed right at the end, and I was just so mad.
Damn. So, you said that he can target you when you're standing on the blue dragon blocks.
Yeah, that's why you want to close your fighters in at the same time that you put someone on there, because if you just put someone on there, they'll start casting the magic on you from 3 squares away. In the original game, once you had to do the same basic thing where you put your butt on the blocks, but they could literally not hit you while you were on the blocks, and so it was a lot easier in that respect.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess they have no weaknesses to any kind of magic.
Yeah, I don't think they do. They don't have any particular they don't have any resistance to magic, so magic attacking is a good idea, obviously.
How much health did you say they have?
I would guess the side heads have like 300 to 400, and the middle head feels like it has like 500 in my. That's just my rough estimate. Definitely more than they did in the base game. Alepht's already out of magic. Well, not out of magic, but she's out of bolt 4s already, and still no scratch on this guy, which is unfortunate. I learned from my previous mistakes. My main character is getting nowhere near these guys.
All right, guys. I know of the only blade that can actually defeat the Dark Dragon, but
I'm just gonna keep
down
that
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the only blade that can defeat the Dark Dragon down here with me. Have fun weakening him up for me.
It would be a bitch if you had to actually finish him off with the Chaos Breaker. If that was the only way to defeat it.
Yeah. Well, so that's basically the whole strategy. Like, you've seen the whole strategy of the fight. It's spam Aura 4 and Showers of Cure, and hope that you can kill him before you run out of healing magic. So split the party up, you know. This is the strategy. Now it's just kind of an endurance test.
Yeah, I hope you have enough shower cures once you run out of your Aura 4s.
So I make a decision here to not use an additional Aura 4, even though I know Domingo is going to die the next time he gets attacked because of the poison. I just decide I can't really afford it, and luckily this head is very near death. I try and move Adam over here to maybe draw his attention to the group of 3 instead of Domingo, because I do want Domingo alive if possible. But I don't think it works. No, it doesn't work. He goes up there to finish Domingo off.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that the different heads use different magics.
Yeah, this one's the freeze head.
Yeah.
Or hail, whatever. The one on the right is actually the weakest, because Flare is the weakest magic spell.
So I'm assuming, what, does Middle Head have the bolt, or does it have the demon breath?
The middle head has bolt.
Huh.
Or not, well, it's technically called like Storm or something, but
I wonder, are they more powerful than the demon move?
yeah. Oh yeah. The demon move did like 30 to 40, I think, and now all of them do over that. But I think we're about to get our first kill.
First head.
First head down. You just see it kind of collapse.
Yeah, kind of gross. You see, I just noticed little splatters on the carpet around the head.
This is pretty gross as far as 8-bit or 16-bit games go.
Yeah, literally looks like you just crushed the goddamn head, which I guess kind of makes sense. It's kind of what you were doing.
So we're going for the Demon Rod because LF can't do too much more at this point.
So you're down 2 people already. You had Arthur in the last battle.
Yeah, already down 2. Now. But we softened up the other head enough to see his health, so that's a good sign. Wonderful. We should be able to finish him off soon.
Goddamn, your hero. Yeah, you guys got this. You're doing great. Just call for me when you need me to do the final blow. Thank you. I'm over here. I'm very afraid.
So I could be attacking. I could be attacking the middle head right now, but I want to finish off this side head first, and then converge on the middle head all at once because the middle head does the most damage. Lyle MVP gets a deadly attack there.
Damn.
So 2 heads down.
Remember. And I can't remember. Is it like the Colossus where if you kill the middle head, it's over, or do you have to kill every head?
In this one, you have to kill every head.
Yeah, and in the remake, the GBA, for some reason, Moloch has to be the one to deal the final blow to the final head. I want to say.
Yeah, it has to be the final head. It doesn't matter which head, but it has to be the last head.
And I don't know why. You know, I guess your hero plot-wise does the final blow, but
it really doesn't make too much sense for Moloch unless he's like. It never really explains what Moloch is. If he was like an ancient that was like still alive for some reason, I would buy it, but I don't know.
I have a feeling he must be from ancient times, just with how weird he is.
That makes sense.
Some kind of fish ancient. Maybe he went through some creepy genetic mutations to stay alive because he didn't freeze himself. I'm assuming.
No, I would assume that.
But maybe we're just thinking too hard about one random character in a GBA game.
Yeah, so likely people on this channel won't see unless I change my mind about playing the GBA remake.
Yeah, I hope I'm doing a good enough job to hype it up. How easy you can. Oh, there you go, Blau. He understands.
I don't know why I even thought about moving Tarasa there. He's not moving. Another deadly attack from Lyle.
These guys, they're realizing.
I move Adam up, but I forget to attack. So oops. All right, here we have Storm.
We'll take a look. You guys doing all right?
60 damage. Ugh.
Jesus.
I mean, yeah, Aleph has only 56 health. If he attacks Aleph, she's done. Like, this is no joke.
15, solid.
Yeah.
You got this.
Not a lot she can do at this point, but I actually have enough non-melee attackers that I can get away with using her. Because as you can see, I got Blue around behind the head, I got Kokichi with 2 square attack, I got Adam with 2 square attack, and then the healers are off to the sides, so... Her tiny contributions with the Demon Rod will actually come in handy.
Oh, Diesel. I was gonna say, are you gonna try to use Diesel?
No, I don't have enough magic to use anything.
Yeah, let me just do my insta kill move. Thank you.
I could try and actually no, I have enough for sleep, but there's no way in hell the final boss is gonna be vulnerable to the sleep spell.
What if though? What if there was just some really obscure status effect move or something like that actually worked because no one would think to try it? Like D-spell, and you just can't use any moves.
I could try that if I didn't need to leave Gong right where he was.
Got a feeling it's going to be happening soon. We're going to see some red.
He's getting a lot of we're getting a lot of double attacks and crit attacks, so it's working out.
Yeah, you guys understand. They want this thing to be over just as much as we do.
Yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to do a game this long. Well, no, never mind. I mean, the average Pokemon game I do is like going to take as many parts, but some of these parts are 40 minutes long, you know, like, so maybe I'll never do a game this long again.
When you do your Pokemon games, do you show all the required battles and skip out the
I skip out the grinding.
Stuff?
Yep, just wailing on the last head. Oh! Here we go.
Oh my god, I thought this time would never come.
Oh, he has a good shot in here. He's got us in range for 4. And Adam's extra weak to the attack, so he takes 70.
I'm amazed he survived.
I am honestly amazed he survived as well. That's lucky. But I'm running out of heals. I think Gong used up all of his showers of cure anyway.
All right, Aleph. Let's just do a critical attack and knock this thing out.
Nope.
Curse.
I'm gonna use the last Aura 4 here. Although he does have 3 showers of cures, so it's not totally hopeless. Alright, and one more hit's gonna take care of the Dark Dragon. But we want someone very special to get the last hit. We want our coward hero to get the last hit.
Alright guys, you've softened him up. Time for the real hero to come on in here and show y'all how to do it.
I'm not doing this for comedy. I'm legitimately doing this because there's a cool one-time only animation you get if you do the final blow with your hero. But Hanzao and Xylo were sacrificed just so our hero could look cool. So he was heartless to the end. He was a heartless coward to the end. If I had finished him off early, I would have only had 2 guys die in both of these fights, which would have been amazing. But technically 4 died because I wanted this one animation. I hope that was worth it. I would hope that was worth 2 of your friends dying, nerd.
Like, there you go.
What a fucking asshole.
It was worth it. Plus you got a magic point. Way to go, buddy.
So I'm not skipping this cutscene.
You know what? Maybe this is what I'm thinking of when I said they respawn. Because I think in the GBA version, the heads come back.
The heads explicitly come back. Yeah, this one, the heads are still destroyed, but he's clearly still alive. So it's whatever. I am Dark Dragon, Darkness Incarnate.
And this whole time, ever since Cain was killed or taken away, or no, ever since Cain died. You've been silent, and at this point, you stab the head, and then you're able to finally speak again, and you cast Aggress on your entire party as a sacrifice.
Oh my god! Spoilers.
Bring it down.
Yeah, so you're stuck to the Chaos Breaker, and you can't get away. So you, It's a very dramatic moment in the original game because you've been the silent protagonist the whole time, and then you finally speak here. I can't get free, but you won't die with me. But in the remake, you speak from the very beginning. So to recreate that effect, they make you go mute after Kane dies, basically just to kind of recreate him finally talking. Although it doesn't really work as well, in my opinion.
Yeah. And so in here, you see you've got people like Ken and May that you don't actually use. I think maybe each character has something unique to say, and your whole party that was fighting the Dark Dragons here with you.
It's still like 7, but the person who's saying May's lines here has a chance to be, as far as I'm aware, anyone in your party. And the 7 seem to be like a bigger distribution, not just the Guardiania band.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone was part of the team I had, and
yeah.
And I guess there was maybe some order of who got priority to say something, and if they were absent.
I really don't know how that works, but I beat the remake like at least 4 to 5 times, and there's always been someone different doing the dialogue. Like, is it the character who got the most kills? Is it? I don't know what it is. I still don't know, but in this version, it's always May.
I seem to get May a lot because I'd always usually use her when I was trying to get the one card that I needed her for in Chapter 5. Yeah. And at that point, I was just saying, like, fuck it, she'll be one of my final knights since I've trained her for this long. But yeah, so
that was the end of the game.
You seal away the Dark Dragon again. The castle goes back down again.
Everyone returned to Guardiania and rebuilt it. Amri's the queen, and Nerd is never seen again. But this girl seems to imply that Nerd is still alive because she's talking to us directly. What?
Wait, so she was reading the story of your adventures to you?
Yeah, it makes 0 sense, right?
No, actually, that makes sense for this character. Hey, tell me the story of how I defeated the Dark Dragon single-handedly again.
Also, the credits are broken on this ROM. Look at this.
Oh, this is amazing.
You're supposed to be getting a bunch of scenes of like battles happening while the credits play, but all I get is this black screen.
Yes, I love it.
And so we also missed the final cutscene of the game, which happens after the credits. I try and speed it up at one point because I'm like, oh, maybe the final cutscene will play, but nope, it just doesn't play.
So it's just black screen.
So it's just black screen for the rest of this.
Great. Well, the final cutscene is there's some farmer, right? And he's talking to someone, and he's like, "Oh, where are you from, buddy?" Or something like that. I can't remember what you said.
Yeah, and he's talking to a guy, and you don't see his face, and the guy says, "I came from a very long way away. I used to be a warrior, but I just want to have a peaceful, restful life right now." And there's a robot with him who looks an awful lot like Adam. And then the farmer finally says, "Yeah, you can stay with me. I've got some work for you. What did you say your name was?" And then your character looks at the camera and says, "My name is," and then it trails off. But clearly,
who are you looking at? Hello, sir.
I'm looking at the camera. Shut up.
You're just staring into the air.
Yeah,
maybe you won't stay here. You're crazy.
It clearly implies that you also egressed, and for some reason you and Adam were like booted to a different part of the map as to the rest of the Shining Force for some reason.
Who knows? Or maybe Adam pulled you up the Chaos Breaker and ran away. Who knows?
So there's
why does the Chaos Breaker even keep you stuck on there? That's what
I don't know. Well, there's a Japanese only like direct chronological sequel to this where Max is an NPC. So it is confirmed that he survives. But in terms of what got released in the United States, Shining Force 2, which is the next game in the series, has absolutely nothing to do with this. It's just like Final Fantasy. It's like the same style, but it's a completely different world and characters and stuff. And I don't think I'm ever going to play the direct sequel to this game unless I can find it somewhere. So yeah, that was Shining Force. Any closing thoughts on Shining Force? Nope. I'm sick of this shit. I'm done with this
nothing. Nothing really original, I gotta say. Most everything's been done before. It's a fine game, I think, but
yeah, it's really fun, but it's definitely a lot of nostalgia for me. Probably every Fire Emblem game is probably objectively better than this game, but this is the one that I've played, and I don't really get into Fire Emblem, but I play these Shining Force games because, I don't know, I was just into it as a kid, so hopefully showed off the game to some one person who watches my channel. when
Thank
I
you.
post,
Yeah.
I'll post this part like 3 months from now when I finally get all the parts up. But it's been fun, and hopefully this will not be the last time I have a guest star, though that will have to wait for a while. So,
Yeah. All right.
all right. So that was Shining Force. Check it out if you guys are interested, and I'll see you for whatever my next game is.